Hello everyone and welcome to my show. Before I start the show, I just want to tell you that I am at Istanbul airport right now and somebody was sleeping. Anyway, and someone called me a while ago, my friend. She called me and told me that she was really depressed. She was really sad about something. And I was like, why? And she was like, well, she was worried about lots of stuff, with the pandemic going on, with her work, with relationships and all that. And I told her sometimes it's your mind that puts a hindrance to happiness. Hindrance, that reminds me, another screen, yeah. Hindrance, that reminds me I need to start filming the video for the next episode. So I'll see you guys later, but remember, sometimes it's your mind that's the hindrance to your own happiness. Hindrance. And welcome once again to Around the World on 8 Plates, where we travel around the world, learn about the cultures of different countries, and more importantly, we learn how to cook one dish from each country. We have traveled to 3 countries, and this is the 4th country that we're going to. So, where are we visiting today? Which country are we going to? Well, we are finally leaving Europe and we are heading west and we are going to the American continent. There's North America and South America. We are going to North America this time. Specifically, we are going to Central America. And we all know that the countries of Central America, most of the people there, they speak Spanish. So, if I sing a Spanish song coming from that country, perhaps you can guess which country it is. So without further ado, here is the first time you will hear me sing this song. Are you excited? I hope you have all your ears insured, because if I sing this song and you don't like it, you might have an ear infection. Okay, are you ready? Let's listen to the song. Bum, bum, bum. Lo que será, será. Conmigo no te equivoques, de lo tóxico no te quiero ver más. So the clue that I just gave you through song, well, that was clue number 1. We have 2 more clues. The second clue, the airport in this country was ranked 2nd most dangerous for pilots.
There are several reasons why the airport's so dangerous. The first reason being the airport is situated at 1,005 meters, which makes it prone to changes in weather. The second reason is it has a really short runway. The runway is only 1,863 meters in length. That's half the length of a typical runway for commercial airlines. Finally, this airport is so dangerous because it's located on a hillside, and at the end of the runway lies a highway.
The third clue. Well, the third clue has something to do with its first letter. It has the same first letter as the country we visited last time. So, letter H. That's right. So, where are we going today? Where do you think we're going today? We are going to, drum roll please, we are going to Honduras. And today we are going to create a dish that is commonly eaten in Honduras. The dish that we're going to make is Honduran style tacos. It's called Baleadas and it is very distinct from the other tacos that we're familiar with. Here's one thing. Today we're not even going to use any tomatoes. 0 tomatoes. Interesting, right? We usually think of tacos with salsa, but Honduran style tacos, they're really different. So are you excited? I am really excited to teach you how to cook baleadas. So I guess it's time for cooking. What are we waiting for? Let's start cooking.
Before learning how to cook baleadas, let's get to know Honduras even more. Here's a postcard showing us the flag, some basic information, and location of Honduras on a map. Finally, continue reading to find out why Honduras and its neighboring country, El Salvador, went to war. The reason is kinda absurd. So here's a list of ingredients for baleadas. These are the things you need to make this Honduran style taco. First, you'll need to make a dough. To make a dough, you'll need 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 cup of oil, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now for the filling, you'll need 1 onion chopped, 1 green pepper diced, 2 cloves of garlic chopped, 1 teaspoon of cumin, some salt and pepper. You'll need 1 can of refried pinto beans, and you'll need around 500 grams of ground beef or pork, depending on your preference. Okay, so you'll also need to make scrambled eggs. So how many eggs do you need? You'll need 3 eggs, you'll need some salt and pepper, and you'll need some butter. What else do you need? You'll need queso fresco, that's half a cup, and you'll need 1 avocado. For the queso fresco, if that's not available in Taiwan, then you can just use any type of white cheese that is crumbly. Today, we're going to use feta cheese. Finally, you'll need to make some Honduran style sour cream. What do you need? You'll need some light cream, you'll need some salt, you'll need some sour cream, 2 tablespoons, and you will need a little bit of lemon juice. In a bowl, mix together the flour, the milk, the oil, the baking soda, and the salt. If you feel that the dough is too sticky, you just add more flour, and then you knead the dough. You need to knead the dough until it becomes smooth. Now once the dough is smooth, you let it rest for 10 minutes. While your dough is resting on the side, heat a skillet, put in some oil, and put in half a cup of onions and half a bell pepper into the hot skillet. Make sure the vegetables don't burn in the skillet. Now it's time for you to add the meat. Again, you can use pork or beef, either way is fine. While you're cooking the meat, don't forget to check up on your dough once in a while. Remember, the dough is resting on the side. Don't forget about your dough that is resting on the side. Remember, 10 minutes ago, you let it rest. So now it's time for you to knead the dough. Knead the dough and put in some power until it is really soft. Now roll the dough and divide it into 8 pieces or 8 parts. And then for each part, you roll it into a ball the size of a golf ball. Eventually, you'll have 8 golf ball sized balls made of dough. Now add the cumin, and when the meat is ready, you can just put it in a bowl and go to the next step. Now put the 8 balls in a bowl and cover it with saran wrap and let it rest for another 10 minutes. Now while the dough balls are resting, you add oil into a skillet, a hot skillet, and then like before, you stir the oil so that the oil becomes evenly heated. You don't want one side of the pan to be cold and one side of the pan to be hot. Please note that we use the same skillet and we didn't wash it before putting the oil this time around. Once the oil in the skillet is hot, add the bell peppers and the onions. So half of the onions and bell peppers were used for the meat, and then the other half we're going to use it for the refried beans. Now once the onions are translucent, you can add the refried beans. So refried beans, again, you can buy them at any supermarket in Taipei. Just like with the meat a while ago, you season the refried beans with pepper and salt, but no cumin this time. While your refried beans are cooking, it's time for you to take out the cheese. You use your hand to tear the cheese apart. Now that the dough has rested for 15 minutes, you roll each golf ball again, and then you dust the counter with some flour, and then you use a rolling pin to flatten the dough. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a glass, but please be careful you don't crush the glass. Once your refried beans are ready, you can put them in a bowl, and then you wash the pan. After washing your skillet, you add some butter and oil in a heated pan, and then you scramble some eggs. And then you slowly pour the egg mixture into the skillet or the pan. And then you stir. You have to stir constantly so that it doesn't stick to the pan. Just like before, you'll need to season the eggs with salt and black pepper and some cumin powder. And then you mix everything together, and when it's done, you put it in a small bowl. In another skillet, it's time for you to cook the dough. This time, you don't need any oil. Just put the flattened dough in the skillet. Now, you'll have to cook both sides of the dough. Make sure that both sides are slightly brown. If your dough balloons up or inflates like a balloon while you're cooking, that means what you're doing is correct. You know that your dough is ready once it is brown on both sides. Now, once your dough is ready, you'll wonder where to put the dough. Well, put a towel inside a pot, and when you put the dough inside the pot, you cover it with a towel. This keeps it moist and warm. Okay, if there are two people working, one person can take care of the tortilla, and the other person can deal with the avocado. For the avocado, you don't need to peel it or remove the skin. You just need to wash it and slice it. Now it's time to make the Honduran sour cream. In a small bowl, put in some light cream and add some salt and sour cream if available. Now you have everything you need for the Baleadas. So how are you going to put everything together? So first, take a tortilla, and then the first thing you're going to put inside the tortilla is the refried beans. So you spread it all over the tortilla. It depends on how much you want. If you like beans, you can put more. If you don't like beans, you can put less. But the refried beans were really, really good, so we put in a lot of refried beans. Okay, and then after putting the refried beans, the next thing you're going to put in is the egg. Remember, we made some scrambled eggs? Yep, put them inside. And then the next thing is the meat. More meat. I love meat. There you are. Okay, the next thing is the avocado. So this is the time when you have to peel the avocado. Remove the skin of the avocado, and then you put it inside the tortilla. How much avocado should you put? Well, it depends on you. How much avocado do you like? In this case, I think 1 or 2 slices of avocado will do. So you put the avocado inside. So now what's left is the cheese. Remember, today we used feta cheese, but any crumbly cheese will do. And now the last part is the sour cream. So you put in some sour cream, you drizzle some sour cream onto the tortilla, and there you have it, a baleada. Now make sure that you use a towel to cover the tortilla, and then you fold it. It's going to be messy, but it's going to be oh so good. Now for the last step, all you have to do is enjoy the baleada that you made. Yum! There you have it, Honduran style tacos, or what we call Baleadas.
Hi, thank you for coming. Could you introduce yourself?
Well, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this whole process. Yes, my name is Hector Avila. I am from Honduras, and I'm studying my master's degree here in Taiwan.
Okay, so today we made, what do you call that?
Today we made Baleadas. We call Baleadas our most typical dish in Honduras.
And how did our Baleadas come out? Like, how did they come out?
It was very interesting actually, just like making Baleadas here. I never done it before here in Taiwan, and the end result was pretty good. Like I think it was actually the tortilla itself was really nice. It is soft and spongy, and the flavors are good except for the beans maybe are lacking a little flavor, but I'm very surprised. It's really, really nice. So I think you can still make Baleadas for all those Honduran people that are here in Taiwan. You can make Baleadas here too.
And then I can sell them and make money.
Well, yeah, you can make your own business. Maybe put a Honduran restaurant over here. It would be nice. There are a lot of Hondurans here, so it's sure.
How much should I sell them for? No, just joking.
I don't know. Depends on how much you spend. I'm not really sure how much the whole groceries were.
So, could you tell us something about Honduras that not many people know about?
Something about Honduras that not many people know about. Oh, it's very interesting. I don't know. Honduras is a very, Latin America in general, very interesting region. We have a lot of natural beauty. We have a lot of like touristic places. When it comes to you can either go to the beach or river to rafting, especially in my city, which is located in the Atlantic coast. It's called La Ceiba, and you can do a lot of like hikings, rafting, canopy. The beach it's beautiful. And also we have some Mayan ruins on the west part of Tree. And you can go visit Copan ruins. They're really, really, really interesting and nice. And our people is a mixture of like we have Spanish descent, our like ethnic like Mayans descent, but also a lot of influence from Africa because of Africa. There were slaves brought from Africa at the time, and we have a big African descendant community called Garifunas.
Okay, so you were talking about the group of people who were slaves before.
Yes, we have this Garifuna community, which is a big group of African descendant people. They live in the coast, actually just in the city where I am from, and they have their own like religion and also like language and like culture, but it's also like Honduras in general has like appropriated a lot of their culture as part of ours. And we have like this dance that is called punta, and it's like very famous in Honduras, but it comes from them.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Okay, thanks.
In case you need it, here is a written recipe for Baleadas. Feel free to share in the comments how your Baleadas turned out. I know during this pandemic, it's difficult and dangerous to travel abroad. Fortunately, we can taste a bit of Honduras right in the comfort of our own home. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe to get weekly video recipes. Anyway, enough talking. Here is a written recipe. For today's language focus, we're going to do something different. Please listen to the conversation with Mr. Hector Avila, our special guest once again, and I will ask you some questions that are patterned against the listening test of the TOEIC. Let's see how many answers you can get correct. Question 1. Hey Hector, can you describe to me the food of Honduras? A. Generally, the food there is not very healthy. everything is fried. B. I think that the Baleadas we cooked today was 85% similar to the ones we have in Honduras. C. Well, what sets us apart from other Latin countries is food. Question. Hey Hector, can you describe to me the food in Honduras? The answer for A was, generally the food is not healthy. Everything is fried. Question 2. What are baleadas? A. Well, baleadas taste great, but they are not very healthy. B. They are the typical Honduran food and they are very famous all over the country. C. I think baleadas was really good today and I would like to have some more. The correct answer is B. Question. What are baleadas? Answer. Baleadas are the typical Honduran food. They are popular all over the country. Question 3. In terms of cuisine, how does Honduran cuisine set itself apart from other Latin American countries? A. Yes, we love to dance. That's what makes us different. B. Well, we put more spices in our food and that makes it more flavorful. C. We only have baleadas, but Costa Rica has gallo pinto. These two are very different. Question 3. In terms of cuisine, how does Honduran cuisine set itself apart from other Latin American countries? The correct answer is B. Well, we put more spices in our food and that makes it more flavorful.